I really enjoyed Kill Gill Volume 1 and 2. This is the 9th episode of the 18th season of The Simpsons, directed by Bob Anderson. And this is a festive episode, and I do love festive animations. I love festive Simpsons episodes. This one doesn't take place entirely over Christmas, but we do get quite a bit of Christmas in it. It starts off with Krusty's Christmas on Ice, which I have to say was really good fun. I really enjoyed it. The Grinch parody was very entertaining. I feel like that was maybe milked a little bit too much throughout the episode, but I still liked it. And then they go to Costington's, and they meet a Santa Claus, who we know is played by Gil, and he does something really nice. I won't say what, but he does something really sweet, and it ends up costing him his job. So, because he's got nowhere to go, Marge invites him to their house, to the Simpsons' house, for Christmas Eve. He ends up staying for Christmas Day, fair enough, and then he ends up staying, and staying, and staying. And it seems like he's never going to leave. And a lot of the episode, well, a lot of the comedy comes from the way he treats the house, the way he treats the Simpsons. He doesn't really realise what he's doing. At no point did I ever think Gil was being malicious or taking advantage. I just don't think he realised quite what an imposition he was being. And part of the episode is about Marge learning to say no. Marge does not have much of a backbone, and she just cannot say no to Gil. She cannot ask him to leave, and every time she tries, he does something that maybe one could say is intentional manipulation. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I feel like he wasn't necessarily doing it on purpose, but I could see there being an argument for that. I think I just don't want to think bad about Gil because bad things always happen to him. But anyway, every time she goes to say no or leave, he does something that makes her kind of forces her to change her mind. Will Gil ever leave? I feel like it got a little bit repetitive as we head in towards the final third of the cartoon, but not so much that it hindered my enjoyment, not so much that I felt like it was dragging, but it did get a little bit samey. With regards to how it ended, I won't divulge the ending, but I don't know. I feel like it was an alright ending, but it's not necessarily what I would have chosen. But I didn't mind it. It was a good enough episode. I liked it. It's not my favourite Simpsons Christmas episode, but it was festive enough. Gil was a nice character. I think this is the most time we've ever spent with Gil. Ever. In fact, I'd be willing to bet if you put all of Gil's clips from the previous 17 seasons, this is probably more. And I like him as a character. I think he's quite fascinating and I think very relatable for a lot of people. He's very much an everyman when the everyman is in a bit of a rough patch. And I think he's really likeable. I wouldn't want him to become a properly recurring character. He's maybe a little bit too depressing for, appearing in every single episode. But I liked it. It was a nice episode. Not my all-time favourite, but at the end of the day, I thought Kill Gill Volume 1 and 2 was a pretty decent episode.